Active implementation is Spirit Health's approach to a medicine optimization program. So we have a full process of how we go about our implementation programs. The way that we do it is definitely to work alongside the NHS rather than in replacement of the NHS.
By taking a more proactive approach to things and providing resource and support to the NHS benefits better and quicker, and also, obviously importantly, the patients get the benefits of the change that's been desired.
So the different steps of the process is we've got stakeholder engagement to make sure that patient care is as seamless as possible throughout the whole process, and any stakeholders that need to be involved have had the opportunity to review our protocols. We carry out the audits, identify our patients with the agreed inclusion/exclusion criteria that we've agreed with our stakeholders. Then we go into the clinical review of those patients, where we will be optimising medicines. So that could be either stepping up, stepping down, or changing over to a new medicine.
Arguably two of the hardest things that medicines optimisations teams up and down the country struggle with are resources such as time, such as staff, money to implement these changes because they're so busy. We at Spirit kind of take those pressures off of different ICBs up and down the country. We have bodies on the ground, we have a fantastic team of nurses, pharmacists, technicians that go and do the work for them to generate those savings and help towards their savings targets.
Handing over to service delivery when we've agreed a project, there's no one size fits all for how we do that. It's kind of a blended approach.
In partnership with our heads of meds optimisation from a clinical point of view, we developed the protocols, done all the documentation to support the service, and then involved in the ongoing rollout of that across the practices. So our team contacts the GP practices, gets everything signed across, data processing agreements so that we can access clinical systems, and then we manage the team of nurses and pharmacists to make sure that the right person turns up to do the right piece of work in the right place at the right time.
Active implementation is reviewing the patient and looking at how we can optimise their therapy. If there's any non-medicines intervention that the patient will benefit from, any education that the patient might benefit from, any questions the patient has about their condition, and by empowering our patients we can keep them out of hospital.
And sometimes find it's not as straightforward as just changing a patient over. There's more to it, so you get a chance. I've got the time to spend with the patient, actually review them and talk to them properly, find out what they need.
So at Spirit, we have a robust training programme, so any new therapy area that we go into, all our clinical nurses and pharmacists will undertake the same training. We also have robust clinical protocols, and the clinical protocols is to ensure that the standard of service delivery is the same, irrespective of which clinician is delivering the service.
I think the best way to build a healthy relationship with clients is having that open communication channel, but also being completely transparent and honest.
I think it's something that I have always regarded as kind of top of the tree, and the customer needs to be able to trust you and to be able to communicate openly and honestly with you. We have an approach in Spirit where we actively account manage, and by that I mean I will always be there for the client within the NHS, within that Meds Op team, to ensure that communication is still strong, to make sure that we are giving regular updates on how the programme's going, looking at future potential programmes that have already been identified or are still to be identified.
What's really important is building a long-term relationship so that we can continue to essentially become an extended part of the local team and deliver on different projects. If I had to sum up active implementation in 3 words, the 3 words I would use is make health easy. It's what Spirit is all about, and for me that encapsulates everything about active implementation.